All right. So here we are. The season is officially over. Um, let's talk about it. So we're gonna pull it up here. The Rangers are done. Not gonna talk about the Artemi Panarin thing, only because I don't know what there is to say about the Artemi Panarin thing. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how that goes. That's up to the league. That's up to the team to figure out that. I have no idea. But let's just take a look at the team as a whole, okay? Because this is going to be really, really frustrating. So we're going to go here and just look at the team stats because it's just, watch. We're just going to. All right. So we're going to look at this here. Our lead a point producer this year was Artemi Panarin with 89. Now let's look at last year. 120. 32 point drop off. I'm sorry. 31 point drop off. Okay. He was a plus 18 last year. He's a minus 9 this year. Okay. JT Miller has 70 points, but he was with us for a brief moment, so I can't include him. Mika Zibanejad. He was a negative 22, and he had 62 points this year. Last year, 72 points plus 15. Adam Fox last year, 73 points plus 21. 61 points this year plus 9. Vincent Trocheck, 59 points compared to 77 last year. He was a plus 16 last year. He was a 0. He was not a negative or a positive, essentially, for this team. Alexis Lafreniere. Last season, he was a plus 2 with 57 points. 45 points and a minus 13 this year. Christopher Kreider, 30 points this year. Thanks, big boy, with a minus 5. Last year, Chris Kreider, 75 points plus 19. Keandre Miller. He had 27 points this year. 27 points this year with, again, I don't even know how. He has a 0 plus minus. Last year, he had a 30 points with a plus 5 plus minus. Again, are we seeing the trend here this year? Every single player, besides, I'm sure, let me look it up. Will Cooley last year. Will Cooley, 21 points minus 3. You go to this year, Will Cooley, I'm sure. Okay, he's 45 plus 12. Thank you, Will Cooley. Thank you. Okay? And then we got we added horrible Matt Rempe, plus 7 this year. Matt Rempe had a good year. I mean, ridiculous. Every failure. Panarin, JT Miller don't count. Mika, Fox, Trocheck, Lafreniere, Kreider, Miller. Disgusting. And I can't even get that mad at Panarin because, honestly, he still had 37 goals. Mika got 20 goals, but he got 2 of them last night in a meaningless game. Adam Fox, 10 goals. And 51 assists. Yeah, they were like, it's disgusting. Chris Kreider, 22 goals, 8 assists. What is this team? So where do we go from here? I don't know. This is the first time in a long time where I don't know what to do with this team. Every single player, really, besides Will Cooley, I'd say Matt Rempe. I think JT Miller will be good for us next year, but every other player is just digressed. And I don't know if that's age for Mika and Kreider. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they needed Okay, this is the most frustrating thing about this team. Oh, we played so much playoff hockey. Yeah, but you never get anywhere. You get to the conference finals, but you got to game, 6? And you got smoked. So it's like, yeah, we have so much playoff. I'd rather you miss the playoffs and then go and have a deep run and get to the cup final. if you're going to have the talent to get to these places, but then you are going to burn out because you play in the playoffs every year. Okay, I get it's good to be a playoff team, but at the same time, is it? If it's not going to turn into an actual shot. Now, last year we got to the conference final. That's a shot. But, I mean, you know, you had countless just like second round exits, and I get it. It adds up on these guys, on their bodies. So you're looking at, what is it though? Why can't we get over the hump? Because Tampa's in the playoffs every year. Tampa's there every year for the last, I don't even know how many years, right? Winning cups though. Okay. Now you got the Panthers. They're in the playoffs again. They lost their best player. They're in. And he's coming back because they did LTIR on him. You know, it's just like this team, is it run poorly? I think so. I don't know. I don't know about Chris Drury anymore. You know, let's look at the team's difference. Okay, so let's just look at the roster. Artemi Panarin, Miller we acquired at the deadline. Mika, Fox, Trocheck, Will Cooley, who we had still. Laugh, who got an extension, who played his worst ever. Kreider, Miller, Schneider, Sam Carrick. He was a +5, actually, which is crazy. Juuso Parssinen, okay? Earl Vakinanen that we got. Vakaninen. But, like, who did we actually bring in? Calvin DeHaan, we brought him in. We didn't play him. He shit all over the team in an interview. That was cool. We got the kids up here. We didn't let them do anything. Chad Rudwell, he sucked. You know, I mean, it's just, we got Gabe Perreault, and he played 5 games. I mean, well, it's just frustrating, okay? You look at the defense, it's terrible, and I don't know how we fix it. You got Zach Jones, he's small. Schneider, I don't know what he is. Fox, I don't know what he is. Miller, it's just like, I don't know. I don't see how this team gets better. And I'm all for blowing it all up. I want Drury gone. Lavi obviously is gone. And I'll be honest with you, Laviolette getting fired is probably going to be the biggest problem I have with this team, because he's a good coach, and this team quits on their coaches. And that's why we need a new everything, because you cannot tell me that we had Alain Vigneault. He got us to the Cup Finals, where, by the way, it ended in 5, but every game ended in overtime. We could have beat the Kings. So we didn't. But I'm just saying, like, you fire him. Then you go Young. Sucked. Quinn sucked. Then you go Gallant. He's a good coach. Red track record. He sucks, apparently. Now I got Laviolette. Now he sucks, apparently. Who's been there the same? Kreider. Mika. You know, there's players that got to go. I think it's going to be Kreider over Mika, and I'm fine with that. What else can we even look at here? It's just so shitty. And the standings, where do we end up? I don't even care. I stopped caring. We finished with 85 points. We had 114 last year. 85 points. We had 107 the year before that. 110. 110, 107, 114, 85. It's frustrating. The COVID year didn't really, again, that I don't count those years because it was a weird ass hockey season. But I mean, I don't know anymore. I just don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with this team. There's talks that we're going to get Tortorella back, and I'm fine with it. But I really don't know anymore what's going on with this team. Lafreniere was horrible. You know, that's the thing. It's like everybody had a bad year, or did everybody have a great year last year? It's like, that's what scares me about this team. Panarin, I don't know what they're going to do with Panarin, but if they get rid of him because of this, whatever happened, how are you replacing him? So it's one of those things where we have him for a year. I'd say keep them. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to get nothing for him in a trade right now because his value's at its lowest because of this accusation. Well, it wasn't even an accusation. I guess something got settled, okay? I'm not talking about it. I don't know what happened. It was 2 years ago. The league looked into it. The Rangers looked into it. Everything, the dust is settled. It's over. Everybody's a saint on the internet, and I can't stand that. Nobody knows what happened, okay? Everything that did happen was taken care of. What a settlement. I mean, she obviously took a settlement, so we can't. It's hard to discuss. If I read something and it was like, this happened and blah blah blah, and the Rangers covered it up and it was horrible, I'd be devastated and I'd want him gone and I'd want everybody gone. But I don't know what it is. It's one of those things where I can't speak to it. I'm not going to. This isn't a channel about that. I want to know if we are going to move on from him, how do you replace his production? And I want to know if we're going to move on from him, why now? If it was so bad, they didn't move on from them then. Because if he would have done something that bad and they moved on from him, they're like, hey, this is why, they would have been looked at greatly. No one would have been mad. So that's why I think that if the league and the NHL looked into it, they deemed that nothing was to be done besides the settlement, that let's not blur lines here. Let's not freak out, okay, if Artemi Panarin is still on the team next year. And, but look at it. Kreider, I think he's gone, so I'm not going to worry about his production, but his production is horrible. I know he was hurt, but, again, it's just bad. But the big concern is Mika Zibanejad. And actually, the bigger concern is actually Alexis Lafreniere, because he's supposed to be our future. Mika's been here. He's been in the league a while. What are they going to become? What's Mika going to become now? What are we doing with him? Are we going to put him in the wing? Is he going to stay a center? I don't know. What free agents are even available? Do we keep the kids now that we called up? They didn't get to play. The coach that we get, is it going to be a coach that, is pro playing the kids? Because then maybe we don't go towards. I don't know. So it's just, it's really frustrating, and it's just, you're at a real loss for words for this team. Yeah. This team's pissed me off all year, and it just, the day of the last game for Sam Rosen to ever work for the Rangers as the announcer, 40 years, they dropped the Panarin news. They go out and they actually beat the Lightning, who didn't give a rat's ass, but still, they beat them. And, it's just frustrating. Frustrating. I don't know where we go from here. We have Quick as our backup again, but then we also traded for a goalie. I don't know. It's frustrating, and we'll have to figure it out. I'm sure there'll be more news coming soon about coaching decisions and stuff like that. So once that gets dropped, because today is probably the exit interviews, we'll talk more about that going forward. I don't have a lot of faith in this team going forward now. Let me look real quick. Upcoming free agents. All right, so let's see what we got. Paywall, because it's The Athletic. Thank you. We are looking at probably, let's see, the 12 UFAs. So the top 12 UFAs going into next year. Mitch Marner. I don't want him. They're going to keep him anyway, but I don't want him. Not for the amount of money he's going to ask. Nikolai Ehlers. Again, I don't know. I don't know if John Tavares. Do we want John Tavares? He's making $11 million. I don't know. Again, maybe. But Sam Bennett. Now that's a player I'd go after. Sam Bennett is only 29. So I wouldn't mind getting him. I don't know what the Panthers are going to do. Brock Besser, I don't know about that, because I don't know how his relationship was with Miller. I'm not sure. And I feel like we're building around JT Miller. I think this is going to be his team going forward. Aaron Ekblad. All right. Again, I would definitely Brad Marchand, Brock Nelson, Neil Pionk, who we already had. Matthew Shane, he's 50 years old in hockey age. Michael Granlund. See, it's Ryan Donato. I mean, more notable UFAs in 2025. Jamie Benn, Jonathan Drouin. I mean, I don't know. Jack Roslovic, who was a Ranger, couldn't find the net. He scores like 30 goals with the dang Hurricanes. Brent Burns, I'd love to have him, but 5 years ago. Patrick Kane had him. Claude Giroux, again, we're talking. I mean, unless they want to add some, I don't know, depth in veterans, I don't know. It's just, that's all scary to me too. Provorov, Taylor Hall, Kyle Palmieri, Ryan Lindgren, we just got rid of him. Brandon Tanev, Anthony Manta, Ryan Johansson again. These are all older guys now. Riley Smith just got rid of his ass. Jeff Skinner, I would have loved to have him a few years ago. Georgiev, David Savard, Tony DeAngelo. I like Tony DeAngelo. People hate him. I don't care about his politics, really. I like him. He's a negative, but he scores. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who knows what we're going to do? Who knows if jury's even going to be making these decisions? I don't know. It just sucks. But, yeah, honestly, Tavares, if he took a pay cut, I wouldn't mind him, obviously. But really, Sam Bennett would be my guy. That would be my big acquisition if I could. That's it. Brock Besser, again, I don't know how that would go. Again, another guy who came on and then sizzled off. So, again, I don't know how he would do. But, let's go Rangers. I guess one last time for the season. We go.